The first thing is constructing parallel lines. So conceptually, in order to have parallel lines, what we just talked about is you have to have certain angles congruent. If you can create certain angles congruent, then you know you have created parallel lines. And so that's the concept behind constructing parallel lines. So typically when you have something like this, you will be given a line and a point that is not on the line. All right? And so what you'll do is you will then draw a line through the line you've been given and that point, and it creates this angle. And once you create this angle, you are going to try to reconstruct that angle. So you're going to use the same process that you would to actually construct congruent angles. You're going to do an angle arc measure here, an arc measure here, and then do the measurement of the length of the arc. All right? So that's what we're going to do together. On your paper, your first one is construct a line segment through the given point parallel to the given line segment. The second construction is drawing a perpendicular line through a specific point. So last chapter we did a bisector of a segment where we were finding the midpoints. This is somewhat the same as doing that, except they have given us a point that they specifically want it through. All right, so they specifically want the perpendicular line to go through this point. All right, so on your paper, your second construction is this one. So now in this case, they're telling us to construct a 45-degree angle. There's no other requirements on this except it's a 45-degree angle. What type of angle did we just construct when we constructed perpendicular lines? A 90-degree angle. So then how would we create a 45? Cut it in half. So we've already done angle bisecting. All right, so if you look through this, you're going to use a construction method to construct a perpendicular. They didn't give you anything, so you can draw your own line and you can do your own construction of this, right? Or you can just draw a line segment and you can bisect it. When we did the bisector, it was a perpendicular bisector. But either way, you can draw a perpendicular line. And that's going to create a 90-degree angle. And then you're going to use the same construction that we did before to bisect the angle. And when you cut a 90-degree angle in half, you will have two 45-degree angles. For an equilateral triangle with a given side length, they will give you a line segment, okay? They will give you a line segment. And they want an equilateral triangle. So this is a term we should know. What is an equilateral triangle? All sides are the same. So all the sides should be this long. So I'm going to create a line segment of that length first, all right, which means you have to draw one that's longer and then cut it off to the right length. And then you're just going to draw your arcs that same width, whatever it was. All right, so your last construction or the fourth one on your